Patrick Wood Crusius was born on the 27th of July, 1998. On the 3rd of August, 2019, 21 years old Patrick Wood Crusius committed a heinous crime against humanity. He carried out a mass shooting at El Paso, a community with a large number of Latinos. The shooting was at El Paso Walmart store in Texas, United States of America, and single-handedly caused the untimely demise of 23 people, while 22 more people were injured. The Federal Bureau of Investigation investigated the shooting as an act of domestic terrorism and a hate crime. The shooting has been described as the deadliest attack on Latinos in modern American history. He posted a manifesto online a few minutes before the attack. It was filled with hate and anti-immigrant themes. It spoke about the Hispanic invasion of Texas and warned that white people were being replaced by foreigners, as well as a plan to separate America into territories by race. The manifesto cites the Christchurch mosque shootings earlier that year and the far-right conspiracy theory known as the Great Replacement as inspiration for the attack. The manifesto read, "If we can get rid of enough people, then our way of life can be more sustainable." Crusius started firing his WSR-10 rifle, a semi-automatic civilian rifle, in the parking lot before walking into Walmart. The store manager cited him before he entered and immediately issued Walmart Code Brown for immediate evacuation for the employee and customers because an active shooter was approaching. The staff began helping customers evacuate or hide. Many customers and employees fled to other stores in the adjacent mall or hid under tables or in shipping containers located behind the building. First responders began to arrive within 6 minutes of the initial 911 call. The El Paso Police Department, Texas Rangers, and paramedics responded to the scene along with the FBI and the ATF. After the shooting, Crusius drove to the intersection of Sunmount and Viscount. Arriving there, he stopped at the left turn lane, came out of the car with his hands up, and identified himself as the shooter to Texas Rangers and an El Paso motorcycle officer. He was then arrested and transported to police headquarters and charged with capital murder in connection with the shooting. Crusius is a 21-year-old of German and Italian descent. He was last known to have lived in his family's home in Allen, Texas, in the Dallas-Fort Worth metroplex, approximately 650 miles, 1,050 kilometers, from El Paso. He graduated in 2017 from Plano Senior High School and was enrolled at Collin College from 2017 until spring 2019. Crusius legally purchased a GPWSR-10 semi-automatic rifle and 1,000 rounds of hollow point ammunition online in June 2019. During his first interrogation, he told detectives he had targeted Mexicans, according to an arrest warrant affidavit. Crusius was also diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder. On February 8, 2023, following an announcement that the Department of Justice would not seek the death penalty, Crusius pleaded guilty to 90 federal murder and hate crime charges. On July 7, 2023, Crusius was sentenced to 90 consecutive life sentences. But he is currently pending trial for state charges that would still potentially result in the death penalty under Texas state jurisdiction if found guilty. The shooting has been described as the deadliest anti-Latino attack in recent U.S. history, resulting in 23 deaths and 22 injuries. 20 of the victims were pronounced dead at the scene. One victim died the day after the event, another victim died 2 days after, and a third died 8 months later on April 26, 2020. Among the dead were 13 Americans, 8 Mexicans, and 1 German. The names, ages, and citizenships of 22 of the dead were released by the El Paso Police Department on August 5. 17 were 56 or older, 2 were in their 40s, 2 in their 20s, 1 was 36, and 1 was 15. 13 victims were taken to the University Medical Center of El Paso, and another 11 to the Del Sol Medical Center. 2 children, ages 2 and 9, were transferred to El Paso Children's Hospital after their conditions were stabilized. The Del Sol Medical Center patients were between 35 and 82 years old. The arrest warrant affidavit says Crusius waived his Miranda rights, confessed to detectives that he was the shooter, and admitted that he targeted Mexicans during the attack. On February 6, 2020, Crusius was charged with 90 federal charges, 22 counts of committing a hate crime resulting in death, 22 counts of use of a firearm to commit murder, 23 counts of a hate crime involving an attempt to kill, and 23 counts of use of a firearm during a crime. Crusius waived his federal bond hearing on February 12, 2020, during his first federal court appearance. A trial in federal court is expected before the trial in state court. On July 23, 2020, Crusius entered a plea of not guilty to federal charges. He also waived his arraignment on those charges. On February 8, 2023, Crusius pleaded guilty to 90 federal murder and hate crime charges. On July 7, 2023, Crusius was sentenced to 90 consecutive life sentences. El Paso District Attorney Bill Hicks has stated that his office intends to pursue the death penalty in the case. Listen to this advice from a father to his son. My son, if sinners entice you, do not consent. If they say, come with us, let us lie in wait to shed blood. Let us lurk secretly for the innocent without cause. Let us swallow them alive like Sheol, and whole like those who go down to the pit. We shall find all kinds of precious possessions. We shall fill our houses with spoil. Cast in your lot among us. Let us all have one purse. My son, do not walk in the way with them. Keep your foot from their path, for their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed blood. Surely, in vain the net is spread, in the sight of any bird. But they lie in wait for their own blood. They lurk secretly for their own lives. So are the ways of everyone who is greedy for gain. It takes away the life of its owners. Thank you for staying with us this far. If this is the sort of story you like, subscribe to my channel, click the notification button, and leave your comment. If you have any sentence you would like us to cover, please leave your suggestion in the comment section. Bye.